Good morning to all Scream fans around the world. So, as I promised, I'm going to do a detailed review of Scream 7, which is just released uh, the cinema. If you haven't seen the movie yet, just get rid of my video because it's going to be full of spoilers. And I'm going to express what I felt about the movie and my arguments, and that's personal. So do not attack me or give me shit because you disagree with me. And if you do, I don't care. So well, anyway, jokes aside, if I talk about the characters first, love Sydney. I think she's well portrayed in that movie as a mama bear. She's really protective of Tatum. We see the other two girls as well, so that's nice. Um, they are the grandmas. The complicated relationship with Tatum is, I think, well executed. I do believe that. And Isabel May is awesome as well in the movie. So hats off to her. Well, some of you are going to talk about the friend group. Oh yeah, they were useless and blah blah blah. They were not developed enough. Um, True, but was it necessary? Because that movie, we knew it was about Sydney's family. It was, actually. Some of the characters had good scenes. I like the boyfriend, for example, Ben. I think it was nice in the movie. I loved Chloe as well. She was brutally murdered, poor girl. I loved McKenna Grace, even if she was not there for long. Poor girl, because she was brutally murdered in the theater. That was, I think, the most brutal kill scenes of the franchise. I don't know if you agree with me, but that's my opinion. Um, Something that I maybe did not like, some of the characters did not have enough screen time. Chad and Mindy, okay. Mindy was great. I liked her because she was the meta element of the movie, but Chad was a bit useless to me. He didn't do much. Ethan and Jessica, the killers, well, two of the killers, maybe they could have had more screen time. I would have liked maybe that Sydney and Jessica have more scenes together. That's a shame in the movie. Um, Mark, let's talk about Mark. I'm gonna mention Killjoy Jake, with whom I chat sometimes about Scream because I know that he doesn't like him and he wanted him dead. Well, he's not. And I appreciated the tenderness between him and Sydney in the movie, and he got some badass moments with Ghostface. So I appreciated that. And of course, my favorite character and the leading lady of my heart in that franchise, Gail Weathers. And I think for once they did her justice. She was moving because we saw more than the previous installments that she was traumatized by Dewey's death and her attack in Scream 6. With her taking the pills and the hand problem that she had when she was drinking tea or coffee, whatever. She was funny. She was funny as hell. I love the way she arrives in the movie. She just kill off with a car the first Ghostface in the first half of the movie, and that's new. That never happened before. And they unmask him in the first half of the movie. I love like, who the fuck is that? That was really funny. She's bitchy as well, but that's Gail. I'm talking about the interview when she interviews Sydney. She went too far, but I was not surprised. Although I like the discussion she had just after Sydney decided to, to stop the interview, and Sydney mentions Dewey. What a she I don't remember what she asked exactly, but what if I talked about Dewey like that on live TV? And she answered in a really moving way. Um, if I have to talk about the kills, the chase scenes, and the scenes I like, I would talk about McKenna Gray's scene. So the theater kill, that was brutal. That was nice. They said they would cut off the gore, but no, they didn't. I like Chloe's scene as well in the bar. That was great. Poor girl, she fought. She fought hard, but she didn't make it. Well, I saw many people on group chats being divided about Jessica's son's death. I don't remember his name. That was creative, I think. Some people find it ridiculous and funny, but I thought it was nice. It was unusual to have this kind of kill. It was brutal and cruel. I liked, of course, the Tatum and Sydney's dynamic in the movie. Those scenes were quite great, so I appreciated that. And of course, the opening. Yeah, I forgot to mention the opening. The opening was great and it was original, and I like the fact that it was a bit meta, this opening, because the killer actually wanted to, in a way, kill the Marcus house, because that's the beginning of the franchise. And as the killer, well, was Jessica, was a completely crazy woman obsessed with Sydney. She wanted to get rid of all the elements linked to Woodsboro, and that, I think, that was clever to start the movie in Woodsboro and destroying the house, and then go to Pine Grove, where Sydney's family is. About the reveal, okay. Before you give me some shit, I also thought that was a bit quick. I was like, oh, okay, already. When she took the mask off, I was like, oh, that's quick. So maybe people were a bit, people were disappointed, but that went so fast that the motive was a bit complicated to follow. Well, I've seen the movie twice, so when I went the second time, I understood it better, and I think that motive was great because it was simple. It was not some shit about, revenge of a father, revenge of a mother, a jealous cousin, or anything linked to family ties. They were just three completely nuts people, and the mastermind, so Jessica, was just obsessed with Sydney, and she didn't like the fact that Sydney left Scream 6, so that she was not in the event of New York, because her life was based on Sydney. And I think that's a good way, that's a brilliant way to denounce the toxic fandom. Because even when for example, I'm doing this video, I know I'm gonna get some shit from the fans, because and even on groups, sometimes some people are not really nice, and criticizing the fact that I love this and I love that, and that I'm not clever. But that's, for me, it's toxic fandom. And I think what is brilliant is that Williamson took that and used it against us, against the fans. So, because many people were like, yes, Schumacher needs to be back, and or it has to be a good family tie. We had none of that. It just went the opposite. It was completely fucked off people who had, I wouldn't say no motives, except Jessica, who had a motive. Well, a motive. She's crazy anyway. She even killed her own son. So to tell you how mad and how nuts she is. The two others were just, they were used by Jessica just to do all the killings. And I think that it was original, it was different, and I liked it. Okay, so the film was not perfect, of course. I talked about it before. There were some weak scenes. Maybe the motive could have been, developed a bit better. But I would give a good 7.5 or 8 out of 10 to that movie, because I think it went back to the roots of Scream, and that was nice. Voila. So for those who haven't seen it, go and see it. And for those who hated it, and who are going to give me some shit about it, you can do so. I don't care. That's my opinion. And I really enjoyed that Scream 7 movie. Bye. See ya.